man. Back on another episode of Wolf of Charles Street, man. This is the business platform, so I had to get the businessman. You feel me? I had to get the businessman on the way to being a mogul, you feel me? We known each other for like going on 4 or 5 years now, you feel me? And you know, bro still grinding, bro still doing this thing. So, you know, I'm gonna introduce, you know, YSL Brandon, man.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be on this platform. I'm grateful to be here, to be in this space. Like you said, we've known each other for a few years now. We've been, you know, doing some content together, working together. I'm helping to build a better Baltimore, a better city, and a better world for the future. Like I said, it's a pleasure to be on this platform. I'm grateful to be here.
So man, welcome to the show, man. So you know, man, this a real raw, like straight to the point, honest. You know, let's take a shot, man. Let's take a shot, man. Cheers to all your success, man. You know, first quarter coming up, so you know we learned a lot this year, so we gonna be better next year, man. Cheers, man. Broken Barrel whiskey. Smooth. Woo. Okay, man. So listen, man. We're gonna get, with this platform, I just want to introduce our culture to business. You feel me? Like actually knowing business, understanding business, and just applying it in our everyday lives. So you know, because what you do, you know, you run a business, you feel me? And it's like you gotta constantly, learn, adjust, and you know, be on top of your business.
Yeah.
So man, first tell people where you from, man.
Yeah, I'm from West Baltimore. I'm from Emerson Village, on 29.
Emerson Village. You know, I'm from White Lock, but you know, Emerson Village, you know, really like the West Side. You know, our culture, like the get money dudes. You feel me? Like they really get money together. You feel me?
Flying flashy.
It'd be like the lower level people that be really beefing and, you know, doing all the goofy stuff, but niggas over West really get together, link up and get money. You know, we the fly niggas, man. Let's keep it real.
Man. We gotta put it on.
You ask any East Side chick, like over West is a get money side, a fashion show. Like, you feel me? When you step out, like it's a fashion show, like you want to have that on, but niggas get money over West, but it's not, you know, of course, when niggas talk about getting money, most people thinking, you know, you gotta hustle this and hustle that, you feel me, do this, but what made you take the route you took as far as like, you know, just building your own thing?
Yeah, I mean, so for me, it was just like seeing Baltimore first, right? Seeing the conditions that we grew up in, the poverty line, things like that, and just want to see change, want to be the change. And me stepping outside my comfort zone, like I said, I always tell people, right, that the non-profit space, wasn't a dream of mine growing up. I was growing up like everybody else. I wanted to be a basketball player. I was in that Kobe Bryant. I was coming out of, you know, middle school and high school playing ball. And that was my goal. I wanted to become, you know, the next basketball player in my family. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. But the next thing, opportunity came my way, and I was like, you know what? I got tired of everybody just talking down on Baltimore. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go out and be the difference maker. And then that's when I took on the opportunity in 2020 to take on Young Successful Leaders. But what most people don't know, the backstory to it is, right, is that I wrote Young Successful Leaders in an essay. That essay was in 2018 when I was back at Coppin State. I was a student at Coppin State University. So I wrote that essay, and I took the essay and I took the next step and was like, you know what, I'm gonna make this a real thing. Because the professor just asked, all she said was like, hey, what y'all wanna do? I just need y'all to come up with a program that y'all wanna start here in Baltimore. Y'all name it, y'all write about it, and then we going, you know, I want y'all to, you know, pitch the essay. I was like, you know, I kept reading, I'm like, Young Successful Leaders. I kept thinking about what I'm gonna name, and then that's when the name came to me. I was like, Young Successful Leaders. I stuck with it, I kept the essay. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go make this thing become a reality. Everything I talked about in the essay is happening right now. So when I talked about helping the middle school students, what we want to do, helping them high school students, everything in the essay is happening today. And so you just gotta have vision, you gotta put the work in, you gotta be a grind. People think success is just happening overnight. No, it takes time, it takes a development. I'm only in year 3, but I've done a lot of work. And I haven't done it alone, I've done it with my parents, I've done it with my staff, I've done it with the youth, all the supporters, all the donors that we have, all the volunteers, done it with guys like you that's been in content, that's been behind the scenes, putting it together so that people can see it and capture every moment. So, yeah, like I said, that's how I got started.
So, like, really, you know, like you said, well, 2018, because it started with a thought, you feel me?
Yeah.
So, like, people need to understand that, like, it's not about just wishing and hoping and just hoping, trying to hit the lottery. It's more like you gotta have a thought, then you gotta write it down, then you gotta make it real. You feel me? But let's backtrack to something you was saying. You feel me? Because you know you try to fly over it. You play like you nice and ball. Like I ain't see you play no ball before. You feel me? Like you nice and ball, man. Yeah. Listen, man, we might have to do a little one-on-one or something, man. You know, I'm really nice and ball. You feel me? Like
I got you.
Yeah, man. We might get a game, man. You feel me? But yeah, bro. So like. Even in the space that we met around Stoke East campaign. You feel me? We met around that hour, that time, and it was like I was just starting out. Just starting out, and like you said, it's a process. Like it's not gonna happen overnight. Like we still, you feel me? We still trying to figure this out, trying make it happen. Connect the dots, but when it comes to the nonprofit side, you feel me? Like, because, I'm for profit. What's the difference between nonprofit and for-profit organizations? Like, if you had to break that down to a child or something.
Yeah, so I mean, just talking to a nonprofit, you get government, you get government, you get grants and stuff like that. A for-profit, you straight for the dollar. It's all about the money. You're getting straight to it. Non-profits really coming in from grants. You're getting donations coming in. You're not really too much gonna get that with a for-profit. For-profit, you get your straight money, straight in hand. So that's kind of really the breakdown of, small breakdown version of the difference. A lot of people don't really start non-profit, like you said, they're going for the for-profit because I want that bag right away. Sometimes with the grants and stuff like that, it's you apply for, you might not get it, and it's happened to me. And that's what I want people to understand too, is that it's losses that, you gotta take losses to get wins, right? A lot of people don't really understand that, but that's what happens. I mean, I took 1,000 losses before I got my first win. I'm using that as my caption. But that's what has happened. But I'm grateful because the losses showed me how to go win.
So, just the other night also, you had your award ceremony, we're gonna have it playing in the back, you feel me? So like they going to be set, they, as y'all see in the back right now, the other night he had his award ceremony. Like I was, I'm playing my position and I'm in the back and I'm just really watching and seeing what's going on. And like for the average person, especially people from the city like us, like go back to school, like the teacher called on you to get up and speak, like niggas don't be trying to get up and speak. You feel me? And I'm just sitting there watching everybody get up. I gotta have the confidence because you represent not just yourself but your whole organization. You gotta make people believe in what you're doing. So like, what helped you with that confidence and because like I said, the average person's not getting up there. So what helps you to be confident and just push yourself like that?
So honestly, it's the people around me. Like I said, just shout out to Mr. Earl. Mr. Earl Days is a part of YSL. It's guys like him has really supported me. And been there and just even the trainings that we went through, the lessons that he's taught me as far as like just becoming more vocal as a leader, especially leading the organization, being that you got to be the voice. And me, I just always tell people like, right, I'm an executive director, right, but I'm always be hands-on. Hands on deck at all times. I'm never going to be in the office all day for 24 hours or something like that. I'm in the field, I'm hand to hand, I'm getting my hands dirty just as well as anybody else can. But for me, going back to the vocal piece, it's just that I watch E.T. Shout out to E.T. I watch, what's my guy, Ingy Johnson. I watch him a lot. I listen to Steve Harvey. So I listen to some of these guys and I watch their videos and they motivate me and it just becoming more vocal, just being able to do it, go out and do it, that's all. Because at the end of the day, I got to do it. Can't be nervous no more. Like I said, it took me over 3 years. I'm better than what you saw the other night. Yeah, it wouldn't have been that 3 years ago. I can tell you that much for sure. They just sat me down the first 2 minutes. Well, I probably would have fumbled the bag, but I can't fumble the bag no more. So I gotta go out and do my thing as best as my ability. like I said, that's where I'm at. Like I said, guys like Harold that's helped me get to where I'm at, and I'm thankful and grateful for the opportunity.
That's cool, man. Like, getting up there and just really having to like put yourself out there. So, just people, as far as the audience, you know, like y'all gotta put yourself out there.
Yeah. You got to.
Y'all gotta be confident, because I'm watching and I'm like, okay, like at the end of the day, and I'm standing right behind your man. I ain't gonna put your man out there, right? But I'm sitting there, and I remember him from the time when I was doing some work for you, and he came down to rec center, and I ended up talking to him for a little bit, and we ended up talking about sneakers. That's his thing, you feel me? So as I'm back there, I see like, man, he got some nice ones on, some low top, and that's when I put it together like, oh, yo, that's his man, you feel me? But his job is to basically give money away, you feel me? So for him to be in there, right in the back where I'm at, he watching, he peeping, he's seeing who he gonna cut. Matter of fact, man, you tell him, because you got a more, business relationship with this guy. Yeah. Without putting your business out there, what type of checks is this guy cutting? Like, what is this guy's job?
Yeah, so he's I won't go too much in depth, like I said, release his name. I might just do the foundation, but it's the T. Rowe Price Foundation. He leads that organization. He leads the T. Rowe Price Foundation. So his job, like you said, mentioned, is cutting those checks, getting those dollars to those certain individuals that are all out doing the grassroots work, though. Not just anybody. He's not just funding anybody. But like you said, he was in the back. He's kind of watching me. We have a great relationship. He came out, like you said, at the rec center, and he watched it live. And that's what I want all people to do in Baltimore City. We're young, successful leaders. We're not just here. I want you to actually come out. I want you to just hear about us. I want you to come out and see what we're doing. So that's any time, whether that's a cleanup, whether that's a cohort, whether that's a community event that we're doing, Thanksgiving, Christmas drive, any event that we're doing, just come out and see what we're doing. And that's one of the things that he saw as a funder, to come out and be like, oh, I can invest into this.
Like, so what type, ballpark type numbers, what type of numbers you, not saying what he just give to your organization, because his job is to cut these checks. What type of checks is he cutting, bro?
I mean, I'll be honest, it can be over 50K.
It could be over 50K. So the minimum is like 50K. Yeah. We talking about the minimum 5 figures, you feel me? And we talking about T. Rowe Price, one of the biggest, what we call it, hedge fund company and all that, like one of the biggest. So I just say that to say, like, you never know who in the room, you feel me? Because that's just one guy. There's no telling who the next guy was sitting next to him, or who the next guy was. They come out, this their job is to find people that have, these these businesses, these platforms, and they, if it lines up with and that's another thing, like, you gotta set up your business to attract the money. You can't set up your business and then you looking for funders, but what you doing with your business doesn't really
relate to what they fund.
Yeah, it's not no interest.
The alignment has to be there.
You feel me? It's no interest. So it's like, before you start a business, you even gotta think like that. Like, do I start a business that really ain't no type of market for it? You feel me? Or am I gonna start a business that, all right, I got a market for it. All I gotta do is find my niche, and I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna start making money. So everything is strategic. You feel me? Everything you gotta think about when you're doing things like that. But I went to Emerson, bro. I went to Emerson. You feel me? Like, so, like, I'm very familiar with that area. You feel me? I had, my people from, like, Baltimore and Hilton. So, like, it was that era when Emerson and, the village in Baltimore and Hilton was really, you know what I mean?
Going at it.
Yeah, going at it. It was that era type, you feel me? So, it's like, so it's just an interesting, it's just really, like, Baltimore has got his own little pockets, bro. Like, you feel me? Even over west, you still got Park Heights, which is like its own town. You feel me? Emerson Village, Emerson, its own town. Jewtown, its own town. White Line, its own town. Sandtown. You feel me? Like, it's still like these different pockets. Like, but what you think? What you think is needed to like bridge these gaps? Because like I said, we from over here, over there, whatever, but we still able to link up together, and we got similar interests. So it's like it makes sense for me to do business with you, and you did do business with me. Yeah. Even though we ain't from the sandbox, we ain't went to the same daycare, none of that goofy, but we still able to come together and handle business.
Right.
What you think is needed like that for it to be more, togetherness like that? You feel me? What you think we need?
Yeah, I mean, I've been in of course, a million runs by now about these same similar conversations, right? And it's just that for us, what I've been looking at, and also going out and stepping into these different communities as well, it's just that we just gotta come together more, like you said, but have certain conversations, be able to really support. I want to say trust, definitely for the youth. That's what I noticed. That's how the relationship that I've really been able to build, because they're able to trust me, able to watch me as well. That's another thing too. So every move that I'm making, I gotta think about it, like, because they watching me. Like, really, they might not see it, but you can tell. Like, they really watch every move that you make. So that's another thing too as well. Like, you gotta make sure that you keep yourself in positive spaces, because those youth are watching, especially on social media. And that's another thing too. We just gotta make social media more positive, because it's like a negative influence. It's quick to go out there and make these quick TikTok videos and all this other stuff. But that's what we talk about, financial sustainability, right? Because they need that. They need to know about financial literacy. They need to know about entrepreneurship. They want to run businesses, but let's make these businesses sustainable as well. Let's be able to teach them, because, like myself, I wasn't educated, so I was uneducated. But I went out and I learned, because I had to be able to come back. Now I'm coming back to the community. Like, hey, I know this information. Now I'm gonna teach you. And when you go home, I need you to teach mom and dad or whoever else in the household, because they need to know this information too. And that's just how we grow together. And that's why when we look at going back to the organization, we call it a family, because it's not just for the child. We serve mom, dad, whoever's at home, grandma, grandtie, aunt. We serve whoever's at home, uncle, because of the family culture. It's not just an organization. We're a family culture. We're going straight at your front door. We coming in. We sitting at the table. We're gonna break bread together. So that's what it's about. And that's what we gotta do. We gotta do more of that.
You see it real passionate. You not on the table, everything. You feel me? Might go pick that up. Anyway, so but yeah, that's real, bro. And like you said, a major word you said was trust. Like, at the end of the day, if you say, hey, Speedy, I need you to come shoot this, and you could trust that I'm gonna come there, I'm gonna take care of the work, and it's gonna get back to you. You can trust that, you feel me? And I could trust that I'm coming to a situation where, all right, I'm coming to handle business. It ain't no goofiness. I gotta be watching my back. You know what I mean? Like, I know everything is straight business. When I come to your events, it's business, it's professional. It's not no whole bunch of craziness going on. So it's trust, you feel me? So like, people gotta build their businesses up where people trust your service, trust your product. You feel me? Because that's what all this is about. When you talk about money and you talk about stuff being trust and stuff like that, like, because it's you feel me? Like, you hoping like this gonna take care of me. Like, this gonna be a good investment. You feel me? So like, even us building relationships, that's an investment. You feel me?
Relationship more important than money.
Bro, the worst thing ain't the worst. Bro, I know you've been through this, but the worst thing is investing your time trying to build a relationship with somebody, and it turned out they just a clown. You feel me? And you like, damn, I done spent this time around this person or that person. Like,
that's facts though. It's happening.
That's facts. You feel me? So it's like, don't be that person, y'all. Don't be that person where people be like, y'all wasted my time trying to. Don't be that person, yo. Because nobody gonna want to do business with you. Nobody gonna believe in you. And people talk. So they gonna spread your service. Like, yo, don't mess with yo. Like, yo, a clown or this, that. You feel me? And we live in a small city, you feel me? It gets around fast. And with social media, it gets around even faster. You feel me? So, like, really be professional. And when it comes to education, I know you went to college and that, but how much more educating yourself you had to do versus just going to school?
Yeah, so a lot. Like even similar to the cohort, that was the education piece for me. I've been a part of 2 cohorts this year as well. So that's kind of like my school being a part of those cohorts, those fellowships, being able to learn from those individuals about training. Because, like I said, my thing is I'm always willing to grow. I'm always willing to learn. I'm teachable. I'm coachable, and that's what you also gotta understand too. Is you gotta be coachable. You gotta be willing to learn. A lot of people think they know it all just because you got this business and you might need all this money. But you gotta be able to be coachable. You gotta be able to let somebody be able to come teach you. You're not always gonna know it all. And that's what I found out when I first started. I never came into it like that. I came into it with open mind. Like, hey, I want to learn this because I want to be able to come back and teach somebody else. That's what it has to be too. Like I said, we gotta going back to what I mentioned earlier. We gotta be able to teach somebody else.
That's a fact. And you want to not just be able to teach somebody else, but you want to be able to teach them correctly.
Yeah.
Like, you feel me? Like, you know how much stuff that I probably learned later on where it was like, damn, I was doing goofy that, I was just doing this wrong because that's what I saw. That's what I was taught from the older guys. So that's another thing why it's kind of like a disconnect between the older guys and the younger guys, because y'all be misleading, like, you feel me? Like, or y'all just ain't got it figured out. Even though y'all's older in age, a lot of you older guys, even though y'all older in age, y'all still don't got stuff figured out. But y'all want that respect from the younger guys, but y'all not showing us the right, correct ways to go. So that's why we don't respect y'all. Alright, we don't respect y'all, you feel me? So now that we in that position where we the leaders now, we gotta remember that. Your respect come with this. Your whole legacy depends on you doing this correctly, you feel me? And if you wrong, it's okay to admit that you wrong and say I messed up, I made a mistake, and just learn and get better, you feel me? Because that's what we do every day.
Y'all learn from the mistakes. Don't be afraid to make one, but don't make over 30, 40 of them. But it happens though.
Learn from the mistakes, man. Learn the lesson and get better, and that's how you're gonna, that's how you're gonna progress in business. That's how you're gonna get. Because right now we're really just floating. We floating in the water right now. You feel me? It's just our head above the water right now. We gotta make sure we on a yacht, bro. You feel me? We gotta make sure we on something crazy, it's bigger than the Titanic. You feel me? But right now, especially our culture, our people, a lot of people's underwater right now, holding their breath. A lot of people done drowned, dead. Then it's people like us that's really just our head is above the water. So now it's more about, getting on land, building our own land. You feel me? Like building something that we can stand on, and then you can launch other brands, other businesses off of your land because you solid. You feel me? Yeah. You solid. So, hey man, that's what we do on this podcast. That's what we talk about. We talk business and we just raw. And it's raw. We incorporate it into culture because every day we doing business. You gonna cop your little something. You gotta do some business. You feel me? You might be short $1 or something, but you wanna work it out and finesse the way that. Y'all figure it. We as people figure it out for the most minute thing. But it's like, imagine if we just apply it to the major things. Like, we'll figure this shit out. All we gotta do is get it out. We'll figure it out. But yeah, man, it's another episode, man. Go ahead and drop your social media and everything for everybody, you feel me?
Yeah. So y'all can follow me, _ YSL brand on Instagram, our page, Young Successful Leaders. Follow us. Check us out. Go on there. We're looking for more youth to recruit. Definitely come be a part of our program. Come check us out. Like I said, we're here for Baltimore City youth. This is what we do. And I got one last thing to say, but I'm gonna let you go ahead. But you know how I do. If you know, YSL, sign out.